Hey everybody, this is David Mars with Mars HVACR Design and Mars HVACR Design School. And today I'm working on a commercial project and I just wanted to work on that with you guys to kind of just show you our process of how we go ahead and do this. This section I'm going to be working on with y'all is nine tons of air needed for it. And they're going to have two units and we're going to pair pants those together. So if you don't know what that is, pair pants, you got a separate unit here, and the ductwork from both will actually come up and then connect together into one solid ductwork. So on what we're trying to do, we want this to be exposed ductwork. This is going to be nice spiral ductwork. So let's go ahead and get that going. There we go. All right, so first, let's go ahead and enter the equipment in. Just making sure I got everything selected correctly. And let's see. Go ahead and set our static pressure. I'm put my sear in there. Now let's go ahead and get our other numbers. I'm going to look those up here real quick. All right. There we go. And let's hit apply and OK. Now we have that set to where that one little box there, which represents our air handler, is actually two separate air handlers, but we're treating it as one because we're going to pair pants those together. This is common in areas that have a really large load that can go up or down pretty rapidly. You're going to see that a lot in churches, restaurants, some bars if it's a sports bar. All right, now we got that. Let's go ahead and set up our ductwork now. We want to go with round metal, standard English IP sizes. And that looks good. That's where we're going to put this at right here. Now let's go back and let's draw this sucker out. And look at that, my HVAC tools are missing. So let's bring those out. Where is it at? Well, let me check another screen here just to make sure. Oh, I found it. I'm working with two monitors, so what had happened is it actually popped up on my other monitor and it was behind a bunch of other windows. That pesky thing likes going all over the place. And actually for this, the return air is going to be through the wall. So the return air, I'm just going to connect directly to the box. With this, in the way I'm drawing it out too, this is going to be located in a closet area over in that side. And so I don't want to get too fancy with it because the closet's going to be made just for the air handlers. And so the return air is pretty much just going to be a pass-through right into the closet, making it a mechanical room. And then both units will be sitting on stands. All right, so let's put that right up there. Attach it just like so, so that way it looks really good. I'm going to move this a little bit further back. kind of bring that out a little bit more. There we go. And I'm going to kind of move these around a little bit and see how I really like them. A lot of this, it not only has to do with air movement, it's aesthetics. Air movement is very, very important. We need to cool these areas properly, but we also want to make it look good while we're cooling it properly. In a restaurant environment where you have ductwork that's going to be exposed, it's awesome for you to have the perfect airflow and everybody to be super, super comfortable. But if it looks like crap, you're not 100% there. You're not providing what you actually need to provide for that client to make sure that it looks good. It's got to look good and it's got to perform good. Here we go. I think I have a nice even distribution now. If I wanted to get super, super exact, I could measure in between each one, make sure they're exactly the same far apart or same length apart. But for this is just going to be so that way they have a guide to install. They can make whatever changes that they need to in the field to make sure that it looks really, really good. But they have a nice schematic design to go by for that installation. All right, let's go ahead and change what that looks like. Let's change it from a two-way. There we go. Whenever it's like this, I like to kind of get a little bit crafty with it and just make sure that it looks good on here too. Let's go for that stud space again. All right, another thing I'm going to do as well is I have the two duct line drawing modules, so that way once I connect them, it will automatically make it bigger, just like so. You see that? Let's go ahead and get a couple more of these done in here. Rotate them so they look good. And actually, I think with the way RightSoft is, I have to be a little bit off center. This is one of those areas that's going to make it schematic, because we're not going to be able to be exact right on the money with these. When you have spiral, you have both sides coming out. You might have a drum louver, or you might have it to where it's nice and flush with the ductwork. With this, we kind of have to offset them on the software so that way it shows the placement of where they're located at on the ductwork. There we go. And another good one. There we go. Oopsie. There we go. I'm going to return this back to my single line. It's a little bit easier to see from this angle like this. It was just becoming too wide for me to really get a proper grasp on it here. There we go. Now let's go ahead and put in our reducers. Nice. That looks pretty good. That's a lot less cluttered than what the other view was looking at. And when I put these together, I try and do that as well to, it may not be the, oh, we can't always do the two-line drawings on every single aspect that we draw. Now, there are some, if we use WriteCAD, which is AutoCAD and WriteSoft mixed together, we can do more of a two-line drawing function, but that's when we incorporate and make blueprints out of stuff. With this one, we're not really making blueprints. We just need to be able to establish what sizes that we need and then have a game plan of how that ductwork is going to go across in there. And that's really the most vital aspect for this. This is going to be more for installation and a basic permitting process. This isn't for an engineer quality blueprint style, type of document. And that's the reason why I'm deciding to kind of choose to go this way with it. There we go. Otherwise, I would go ahead and do the two-line to it. I would have switch it over to WriteCAD. You can import it over into it. And then I can add a whole lot of other features if I'm doing it into a blueprint fashion. I can put schedules, notes, and details and really, really make it pop. All right, I am just going to move that over, kind of make those look a little bit better. And that is it. It looks simple, but that takes a long time to actually get down. Plus, it's always best too if you understand the process of how things are installed, how they're put in there. If you don't know an installation process, it makes it that much more difficult. It makes it actually to where you're going to be guessing at a lot of stuff, and guessing doesn't work. You have to know how things are done. You have to be able to put that forward with it. All righty, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. You all have a great day. Thank you.